Yeah, this is what peak anime looks like. 2015 was a rad year for anime. We had the debuts of One Punch Man, Food Wars, and Snafu, with continuations of huge series like Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, JoJo's second season of Stardust Crusaders. There was a lot to be hyped about. But then you had me, right? Yeah, I was hyping over an action fantasy romance and, well, ecchi series called Chivalry of a Failed Knight. And no, before you judge me, no, this series was and still is an absolute beast of an anime, and not just for the twin-tailed, big boob, smoking hot piece of ass named Stella Vermillion. It's not, honest.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Chivalry of a Failed Knight is a classic anime because it really is anime done right. There are so many good things about it, there are also a lot of bad things about it, but they add to its charm, and then, yeah, you've got the really hot anime waifu who serves as the selling point. Because I will not lie to you here, when I first saw this anime, it was only for Stella Vermillion. I saw her design and sweet Jesus, she just made me horny and I wanted to see more of her. Little did I know that I'd see much more of her than I was expecting. Oh, nice! Like, I didn't even read what the show was about, I just wanted to stare at this anime girl and see if her personality was as hot as she was visually. And I know I ain't alone in checking out an anime series solely for the fact that I saw the hot anime girl and wanted to see more of them. I know you've done it too. I know you've done it too. But you know what? I got way more than I thought I was going to get from this series. Like, Stella went way beyond my expectations, and don't worry, I'll definitely go into a lot more detail on her in a bit, but the anime as a whole really exceeded my expectations, and I was basically rewarded for being horny. Like, the setup and premise of Chivalry is really cool, actually. So there are a select few humans who can manifest their souls into weapons, and they are called blazers. These blazers are taught to train and control their powers at Hagen Academy, where they are ultimately training to become magic knights. Now, there's a ranking system at the academy that ranks its students' magic power from F rank through to A, and it's here that we're introduced to our main protagonist, Ecchi Karrarin. Yeah, Ecchi is the only F-ranked blazer at the academy and is dubbed the worst one, which, as far as names go, I think sounds pretty badass, right? At least I thought so anyway. Probably because it's relatable to me. Now, the thing with Ecchi, though, is that he is so overly MC troped that it's actually kind of ridiculous, but I forgave his character flaws very, very early because of this one legendary moment. So he goes into his dorm room and walks in on a half-naked A-ranked blazer who happens to also be a princess, by the way, Stella Vermillion. Now, the two stare at each other for a second, it's tense, and before she gets the chance to scream, he stops her right there and he says, "Hold on, I know what you're gonna say, and I'm not gonna pretend that I didn't see what I just saw." And then he freaking lifts his top up, revealing godlike abs, and he says, "I'll get naked and we'll call it even." This was freaking amazing, and what a Chad-like move here, but yeah, it didn't work, and Stella was far from impressed. Instead, she challenges him to a duel where the loser becomes the slave to the winner. So with her being an A rank and Ecchi an F rank, there is no way that she can lose, right? Well, so here comes the MC tropes, right? While this guy lacks in magic power, he is extremely OP in every other area. You name it, strength, speed, stamina, he's a master swordsman, he's got perfect vision. As well as that, he has an ability called Ito Shura, which allows him to bring out and double his full power for like 1 minute, that kind of stuff. So he beats Stella and she becomes his slave. Lucky bastard. Though, to give Ecchi credit, his power came from his own merit. It's all about hard work and determination that got him to this point. He wasn't simply born with great power or received it from an external source, he made it happen his own way. This is a common theme for him throughout the series, and it did draw me to his character. The anime then builds from that duel. It focuses on the relationship between him and Stella, it dives into the motivations and backstory of Ecchi, and it throws in other characters and storylines that drive the narrative and it gives us a really, really cool anime. However, that's not what we came here for, was it? And I'm sure it's not the main reason you clicked on this video either. We are here for the smoking hot anime waifu, Stella Vermillion. God damn! Stella is so freaking top tier, and even with the cool story and whatnot, she is the main reason I stuck around for Chivalry of a Failed Knight. I'll level with you, I know that's a bit horny and it's very degenerate, but my argument is, bruh, just freaking look at her. Her design is stunning, pretty face and gorgeous eyes, and I gotta say, I love what they've done with the pink hair and the twin tails, but let's not lie, let's get to the lewder stuff. Nice! Goddess-like figure and the obvious giant booba. Good giant booba, not way over the top giant booba, you know what I mean? This series knew what they had with Stella, and they didn't miss a trick in lewding her when they could. The first meeting with Ecchi was obvious and much appreciated fan service. And throughout the anime, there are countless subtle camera angles giving us the good stuff. You know, we had a swimsuit episode, which was awesome. There was even an episode where some bad guys made her strip in this hostage situation. It was awesome! It's plays like that for the sake of fan service. These plays are so obvious, but goddamn do I love them so much. And when you have a character as hot as Stella, it would honestly be a crime not to use her. But remember when I said I wanted to check out this anime to see if her personality was as hot as she was visually? Well, it is. Man, it really is. Stella is hot-tempered, she gets angry pretty quickly, and she's a really feisty character. It won't surprise you to learn that her power is fire-based, that's for sure. But this is not all done in an off-putting way. In fact, it all aids in her character development, where you see the sweeter, vulnerable side of Stella as the story progresses. And a lot of her fiery side comes from her upbringing as a sheltered princess, but her time at Hagen Academy with Ecchi and the others, it really helps her grow and develop. But there's more to Stella, man. What we also find in her is that she has quite the perverse side too, especially when it comes to Ecchi. We have seen many moments of Stella being, well, horny herself. Like, she's like thirsty AF. So Hagen Academy allows shared gender living arrangements. So of course, Ecchi and Stella are paired together, and it's in these living arrangements they bring out the naughty side of her. She has straddled Ecchi and touched his body while he slept. She has helped him wash when bathing, even rubbing her own booba on his back. We have even seen Stella have her own perverted dreams late at night too. So is her personality as hot as she is visually? Frick yeah, I totally think so. I think she is a total best girl, and to this day, she honestly still sits in my top 5 waifu of all time. And now, while Chivalry has that ecchi tag attached to it, this anime does have more to it than just that, though the tag alone usually has me invested, to be fair. But like I said earlier, Chivalry is just a classic anime because it's standard, but it's standard done right. Even watching it again almost 10 years after it first aired, I still thoroughly love this. Sure, at first, Chivalry seems like a regular generic show, but it becomes special fast. The story is rad, and it doesn't get stuck in the typical anime traps, mainly because Ecchi and Stella are really awesome characters, and their story is so good. Also, the animation, especially in the fights, damn, let's go. But if you don't care about story and animation and you just want to watch an anime for a smoking hot anime waifu, then yeah, 100% I totally recommend this one for you as well. But if you want something super lewd to watch, then my friend, you check out this anime that is one of the most lewdest anime of all time. It's crazy good.